did y'all surprise you, man? And today we're back again with another video. This is going to be me reacting to DJ. You reacting to what now? Hold on, not myself. Me reacting to myself. How freaking arrogant. Oh, man. But nah, it's actually going to be me reacting to... So I actually saw the first 3 minutes of this video. John Cena rewatches WWE, Barbie, Peacemaker, and more, Vanity Fair. Now, at first, I was gonna actually react to this off camera, but then I was like, wait. I was like 2-3 minutes in, and I was like, this is too interesting, bro, for me to like goddamn not put it on the goddamn stream type shit. So I was like, bet, let's go ahead and do it. But anyway, no more wasting time. Shout out to you if you in the chat, hit that like button. Appreciate you for showing up, and let's get it, man.
You would think that, like, man, going to the
you watching this on YouTube
is going to be the worst.
Got to get to the live, man.
That was the easy part. Here's some insight.
Post notification need to be on.
I knew I was losing the year before the fight, and that is like breaking.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Now.
That's freaking crazy.
Hello there. I'm John Cena. You may know me from
being
such
John
things
Cena.
as being John Cena.
Yeah.
Today the good.
Now y'all gotta understand. I'm sorry if I pause a bunch, but y'all gotta understand how much aura that takes. To be able to say, hey, I'm John Cena, you might know me from being John Cena. Like, you just got to promote your name. It ain't like you got to say who I am or where I'm from. You know the name. Stop it. Stop playing.
I'm trying my best to entertain you. Shall we start?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing, too, man.
This
you know,
newfangled
we do that. We do that. We do that over here.
Should start our journey. Let's go.
Yeah, I only seen like 3 minutes of this video. So the first 3 minutes of this video won't be a shocker to me. Whoa, wee. Or it's whoa, wee. Yeah, it makes sense to say, well, we WWE. Seeing Rock do a crossbody is always
this
the same.
Is WrestleMania 28
it's just
in
a big
Miami.
freaking dude.
John Cena versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, he
once
definitely.
in a lifetime.
Hey, y'all know Cena. If you know, you know, man. Cena be going crazy on them squats for the workouts and shit. So you already know that boy can most definitely muscle a motherfucker up, man. God damn.
Next year, this was a wonderful journey to get to this. Lots of live moments before this.
Oh, great stuff, man.
In sports entertainment, sometimes we do toe the gray area between
great stuff with the realism
realism.
this had right here, bro. It made it a great build,
the cachet that WWE and sports entertainment.
Whether Cena was right or wrong, and you know, as he's about to mention, whether Cena was right and wrong going below the belt like how he did is up to you. Yeah, you could say it was wrong, but I can't say. But here's the thing. It's like in wrestling, if you go, as they say, off script or whatever, go off the plan of which y'all, you know, initially was trying to do. If you go off the script, and you say something that's unplanned and stuff like that, you know, either you can make that as a professional, you know, either you can make that draw money, which is what a professional would do, or you could gotta be an unprofessional and you just, you know, y'all maybe fight or something like that and never make up and never try to get the drawing money. Because it's like in wrestling, it's one of the few times that you can make a mistake and make it draw you more money rather than make a mistake and then just leave it at, we made a mistake, now we can't ever work with each other. Like, you know, make it draw money. If you're going to mess up or go off script, as they say, hey, man, make it draw money, bro. Don't just freaking drop it and be like, oh, well, I guess now we can't work together anymore. Like,
as everyone who shows up knows it's entertainment.
But I don't understand, though, why Cena did it, though. Because if you trying to get on the level of The Rock, bro,
for this live,
you not trying to look like a pebble.
drama to unfold in front of their very eyes. What was special about this is a lot of the moments along the way crossed the lines of, hey, I know this is sports entertainment, but man, those guys really hate each other.
Hey, underrated athlete, man. I know y'all look at all the goddamn flipping and hoo-has and think that those are the great athletes, but bro, Rock, underrated athlete, man.
Everyone looks
his
at the
athleticism was not talked about enough.
The ring. And right now, when you look beyond the ring, everyone is still,
I don't know if he's doing
the
kip-ups
two of us
nowadays,
have
though.
mixed opinions of each other going into this. And then when you get to this moment, to plan
look at this
what
here.
really is happening.
Stop them.
What are we really trying to sell? This stuff, because you're putting your life in somebody's hands.
Wee.
But this is the one thing that we couldn't wing it out there because it involves the physical well-being of others. When you get to this moment, after all this shit talking for a year,
Cena's just a well-spoken freaking guy.
Two
man.
abrasive, you know, strong-minded professionals in the same room. We do what's right for the business. That one moment between Dwayne and I and melding our personalities, that's when at least
the big ego clash.
From my perspective, I started to...
I don't actually have a problem with ego, by the way. I know a lot of people hear the word ego and that means evil. To me, it don't. To me, ego just means confidence in the work you put in. That's what ego is to me. Now, ego don't make it seem that... Now, I ain't saying that means you right all the time and what you do and what you say, but I would like to think ego is more or less confidence in the work you put in, right? You have that confidence almost as a receipt to say, hey, I have the right to be able to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see it as.
With Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne had always been cordial to me and always helped me out, and I did something foolish and
you tried to get on this level. That's what it was. That's all it was.
Try to get on the ghost level, which were great for this, but it's a very much a professional faux pas. And then he
tried to me with the acknowledgement shirt, Roman Reigns type shit.
He goes one way, I go another. We never talk, and what you see play out on screen is very genuine. And if we had only just talked about our shortcomings, if I'd only said I'm sorry, I think we would have skipped all that, but you would have missed out on great programming. For this, we began to put this puzzle together. And I think that's when Dwayne finally realized that I'm not in it to take anyone's spot. I'm just trying to do good business.
No, he's just trying to keep the spot he already has at the top of the card.
I went about it the wrong way. And this...
But we love CENA, bro. Nice guy, bro. Childhood hero,
I don't know if The Rock is ever going to return, but he wins. And he wins the championship. And for a year, I went on television saying there's no effing way you can win. And we divided our locker room.
Damn, wait, really? Hold on.
The championship. And for a year. I went on television saying there's no effing way you can win. And we divided our locker room. Man, my best friends were extremely upset about what was going on. Like, damn. This moment cut to the heart of a lot of people.
So happened when you got two of the big stars of business going at it, man.
Magical dust in what WWE can provide is the unpredictable. I've been a part of a lot of unpredictable moments in WWE. I hold this one very close to my heart because right after this, I specifically stay out there when usually when you lose, you're supposed to get the hell out of there and
let the guy have his moment. Yeah,
I wanted to stay out there and soak in the embarrassment that I let the entire fan base down.
Iconic picture right there.
It would help further my storyline. But after the show is over,
Cody had a similar moment at WrestleMania 39. You know, hey man, Cody admitted. Cody Rhodes, man, we love Cody Rhodes too, man. He admitted though. He said he's trying to get the CENA blueprint, man. Hey man, you know.
The first thing I do is
so that's how that shit goes.
Apologize.
Gotta lose the first time.
Dwayne's mother.
I always got to lose the first time.
She's the first person I saw. And I apologized and said, I hope you understand I was just trying to do what was best for tonight. She having the experience and wisdom, of course, she was extremely...
Great CENA feud, man. That was a very entertaining feud,
but it was important for me to get that...
Even though when it was happening, I was like 7.
Off my backpack. And then went right into Dwayne's locker room and apologized to him. And that was the first moment of me being like, man, this was great. If we had worked together, it will... I don't know how great it could have been. Like, it could have been so much better.
Maybe it could have been better. You never know.
He was empathetic. He was gracious. I think he was riding high off of the moment because everybody loved it. You put all this equity into putting your heart out there.
Felt good out there winning and shit.
And if they don't get it, well, now your heart's out there, and that's the best you got, and they're not into it. They were into this. That's always kind of the healing power between two people in a WWE feud is when the audience is entertained. It kind of helps patch up whatever bad blood there is. Yeah. This one match was important for me personally to build a friendship with Dwayne. Bro. I think it was a great example for present and future superstars on you are not supposed to hijack creative just because you're not the main person. You would think that, like, man...
Hey, man, they're going to show you, man, when you want to be that main character, bro, I'm telling you, you bound to have an ego. Let's basically pause them all. But, when you have that main character type feel, you know, you want to kind of be the main attraction, which you should want to be, honestly, if you want to be the best. You can look at that in Cena's physical work as well, bro. When you want to be at the top, bro, you're like, I mean, shoot, bro. That's how that shit go.
Going to the actual stage is going to be the worst part. That was the easy part. I knew I was losing the year before the fight. All of those promos you see, all those speeches, every single one of them, I knew that I was going to finish second place. So amazingly,
but you talk like you finished first, man.
Stage was like a catharsis of like, finally, we can do this. It didn't affect my trajectory. As a matter of fact, it fueled me to try to do better work.
Train wreck. This is like his first real movie, wasn't it? Like that wasn't, WWE produced.
Amy.
But she's not.
What's up?
This was kind of funny, bro. I didn't see the whole
in the
movie,
box?
but this was kind of funny.
I've read too.
You've read too.
Is this guy ever going to shut up?
Please watch the movie.
Stop. No, that's not right. Man, when I see this, I'm like, gosh, I was
This is
really
military buzz cut, John
a
Cena.
larger person a few years ago. I think when I filmed this, I was like 255 pounds. And when I see that initially, I'm like, whoa, man, that's a small polo shirt. Judd Apatow and Amy Schumer both took a chance on me that they didn't have to. And
Oh, the
scene
little
like
ass
this
shirt.
was not written in the script. The original script of Amy's life was based on an experience that she had where she got like worn out during sex with this really
Damn.
in shape dude. And the funny bit was like, sex is too athletic. I'm over this. And then we get in a room and start reading through the lines, and then
I'm sorry, bro. It's the scene of the nigga, this motherfucker Cena grinding and shit. What the fuck?
being Judd and being as good as he is like, forget the script, just kind of riff. And Amy and I just riffed, and we all know she's so incredibly talented. Neither one of us backed down, and this opportunity found me at the right point in my life where I'm more comfortable with who I am, both my strengths and my weaknesses. Listen, you always do this to me. You show up to these places, you put me in a situation. I'm a big guy. Everybody wants to fight the big guy.
Yeah, you are.
Everyone wants to fight the
Mark
meathead.
Wahlberg, shut your bitch up.
Damn! Nah, he deserved to get knocked out for that, bro.
Wants to fight the
Yeah,
Shut
you
my,
are.
shut your
Mark
bitch
Wahlberg,
up.
shut your bitch up.
Damn.
Mark Wahlberg? So this is a scene that wasn't supposed to be in the movie. The ad-lib fight
But it probably
was
made it more naturally funny,
completely
though.
all just improvisational. I'm in the room with a lot of professional comedians.
Yeah.
And I'm not one. But I didn't have any fear that I would say something unfunny. Amy Schumer and Judd.
Yo, no, I ain't gonna lie. That's not talked about enough, though. The fact that you have to low-key, like, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to any, like, because there's somebody who's obviously being an entertainer and shit, like, what I'm saying, you kind of understand and learn some things as you go along. No cap, especially when you trying to make a name for yourself and you trying to fit in and whatnot to the whole, like, trying to be one of the top guys in the game, entertaining and shit, like, no cap, you literally have to have, like, no ego initially. Like, you get an ego over time, but, like, initially, bro, you can't have an ego. Like, you can't be like, I'm scared. What if like, when I was initially, scared, I say scared. When I was always, like, kind of on the edge about posting skits, like, y'all see me do, like, 3-4 skits now, but at first, for a while, I was on the edge of posting skits because of, like, that, right? Being afraid to be unfunny, embarrassing, whatever. But yeah, nobody said anything, when I post my skits. Everybody be just liking the video and shit. So I guess I ain't doing too bad. But yeah, it's like, for real, like, when you really start off in a certain field, yeah, you can't have that fear of, like, being like, not funny, or you may feel embarrassed, or maybe the thing you said was corny or it was cringe. I ain't gonna lie, when you start off in this YouTube game, bro, or just entertainment as a whole, like, you gotta be willing to go out. You have to have the confidence to go out there and do it all. Look cool as, you gotta go out there and you gotta have the confidence to look cool as AF, but then you gotta have the same amount of confidence as when you may have an embarrassing moment, or when it's corny, cringe, cheesy. You gotta have the same confidence throughout all of it, bro, because at the end of the day, like, it all, as you progress, it all gets over naturally with people, So whether it's cool or whether it's lame to people, you gotta go out there and just do it all, bro. Like I said, gotta have the same confidence when people think you cool as when people think you lame, because they all gonna share that sentiment some way, shape, or form all the time. Like, it's never gonna go away. Like, even when you start looking cool and shit, it's still people gonna be like, he's still corny and lame. So you can't be afraid of criticism, and also, like he say, you can't be out there. You can't be afraid to go out there and fail. It's simple. You may have heard it in some way, shape, or form, but, like, you do have to be willing to fail in order to succeed. I mean, it's just facts.
Laid the ground.
You gotta be willing to goddamn fail, bro.
They're like, if we're only gonna air the funny ones, say whatever the fuck you want. And that allowed me to sit down.
And when movies, they can pick and choose whatever go on there. So this is great.
This was the first performing environment outside the WWE in where I felt that comfort.
Who else looks like Mark Wahlberg? Your girl?
Mark Wahlberg's like 150 pounds. I'm 250 lean. I look like Mark Wahlberg
255.
ate Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, before this, I had to be naked. Like, there is not a more embarrassing moment
Oh, nah, Hollywood done made this man be naked a couple times, bro. Trainwreck, the Oscars stage. Hey, man, Hollywood got a little fetish with naked folks, bro.
Swinging in the wind, you know, trying to have what I was told to, like, have the most awkward sex you possibly can. They gave me a ton of backstory as to maybe he's a little confused and maybe he wants a white picket fence, but maybe he also wants the bathhouse life. Take it whatever way you want. And again, the foundation of them,
hell yeah, man, make
being
something out
able
of
to
it.
just be like, man, we're only going to show the funny one. Go
Right.
for it. Like, this is a safe space.
No matter if it's good,
Obviously,
bad, or indifferent,
with
they literally
professionals
get to
and
pick and
have
choose
fun.
what they show on
I'm forever
screen, bro.
grateful to Judd and Amy for that.
Peacemaker, man, the best work he's done to a lot of people. I've been liking it too.
You killed my brother. You killed Keith.
God damn.
So
just
here we
whooping his
are
ass.
as the resurrected character Peacemaker, who will do anything for peace. And right now he is engaged in a slugfest
Sorry,
with a white
checking
dragon.
audio.
James Gunn is one hell of a storyteller. I think he's one of the most
Jameson
prepared
Gunn.
directors I've ever worked with. I think that's because he writes from the ground up. Man, this was an extremely powerful moment, and I think the power of this moment, first of all, being able to act with Robert Patrick again, who was my first foil, the first movie I ever did, The Marine. That was sweet. And now
not
here
The
we are
Marine.
again,
Who knows
such an
of the
emotional
Marine
scene.
series?
There's so much that comes out here. The
Oh, that's just like that,
conversations
isn't it?
Peacemaker was never
In the
able to
Peacemaker
have with his
series,
dad.
not like
the
it's
fact
real bad.
that the people Peacemaker calls friends don't necessarily know how to react to what's going on. The chaos that happens right before.
Oh
this
my God.
moment.
No, not the
All
people
of
in
the
the. Come on,
emotions
man.
that Christopher Smith just
sack
blurts
heads.
out in this moment of violence.
know,
where that's
you know,
all he
what
knows. That's
we're
all he
thinking
knows
about when we
how
saw
to
that.
bridge the gap in any conflict. So he's doing what he knows, but also becoming this changed man. This is such a point of growth. Christopher Smith is a human. He's not necessarily a mutant superhero. He's a human who's got gadgets and is very trained in the ways of fighting.
Yep.
So I think it allows me to interpret the script in a way like, oh, what would a human being do? What would I do in this situation? We're all human. We've all had these emotions in our life. We've all been excited, happy, sad, disappointed, frustrated, angry. The most profound thing I found about the Chris Smith character is creating a defined character early on with a certain set of characteristics and committing to that allows for a
He been
wonderful
working with Idris Elba a lot.
the James Gunn quote that I always use: a douchey, broy Captain America. Start there. Be that guy. And then begin to work forward on anything else.
Crazy. A douchebag Captain America. That's funny. Not the Fast and Furious. Now, I've only seen parts of Fast and Furious. I've never seen, I don't think I've seen, a full movie to where I would understand and keep up. I just know it's a bunch of cars. That's all I know for sure about it. And I know how people talk about it. They be getting over the top with it sometimes. But, yeah, him getting in the Fast series is crazy, man. Whether you like the movie or not, man, that's a W for him, bro. Getting in the Fast series, bro. The Fast and Furious series. It's got the spear. Got Roman Reigns on, so, Spear got to come out at some point.
This is a dream come
Sheesh.
true. I get to be a Toretto.
Right?
The long lost brother of
I get to be
Dom
the Toretto.
Jacob Toretto. And in typical Fast and Furious fashion, the meeting between us is me getting form tackled in the fifth story tailor shop
God
in
damn.
Edinburgh,
They doing wrestling moves in
What
this
a
bitch.
dream come true here to be able to fight Dom Toretto in a Fast and Furious franchise. What I love about
Triple
this
F?
scene, what I love
Alliteration?
about this movie in particular is I'm a fan. You're like the new guy in a family of people who have worked together for 2 decades. So to be able
Damn.
to
For real, no cap.
come in as a
2
newbie
decades. That's crazy, really, for
and
real.
put on the Toretto cross, that was very special. I loved working with this cast. Everybody was fantastic. A sequence like this is very different than WWE. The footage from Dwayne Johnson, that was about a 25-minute performance. This is shot over 3 days. We lean heavily on our second unit and stunt teams to come up with the coolest stuff. But it takes a
checking
while
audio.
to get tackled through a wall and have half the wall come by. It takes a while to get from a guy on a gimbal to come through and tackle you through the window. Heck,
Yeah, filming them movies definitely could be stressful, man, with how long it takes to get everything right and how they want it to look. Oh, my gosh. I know that's probably stressful. Hey, as much as you love the movie project and stuff like that, bro, I know that must be stressful.
it's a different shot just to do the rifle, to set up the zip line. You just have to embrace the patience.
I ain't been on a movie set, but
That was
you
the
know.
toughest thing for me to overcome.
Definitely
So I'm
probably
just
sounds
like,
stressful doing
your
all that
music's
shit.
hitting. You'll be
And
done
being
in
there for like
25
half the day
minutes.
and shit.
No
Yeah.
problem. I got this. Big action like this is actually what kind of soured me on the movie business early on in my career. When I went down to film The Marine in 2004 or 5, gosh, I'd just gotten a fiery start in the WWE. I'm world champion. I'm going to a different town every night, 320 days a year.
Riding the lightning bolt, baby.
Audience is just going nuts. Mm-hmm. And then I fly all the way out to Australia to library silence to shoot one explosion a day. Like, I hated it.
Oh,
Because I just
no.
wasn't ready for it. I didn't appreciate the patience of it.
Yeah.
When I reflect back on my career, that's like,
You know, that's also him wanting to be a WWE superstar at that point in time. I mean, he was really, by that point, as far as a mindset is concerned, or how he was looking at his perspective on acting and stuff like that, as far as him doing it was more like, I'm doing this as a thing that's asked of me to do, rather than like I'm trying to do a movie. It's more like, okay, I kind of got to do this movie type shit. So yeah, that your attitude and how you look at shit, man, you'd be amazing how much that makes a difference on how you do your work and how you feel doing it.
I didn't appreciate those opportunities. And
Yeah,
by the way,
exactly.
I did a lot of shitty movies, and that's why I didn't do movies for a while. I should have gotten around it.
Stayed away from the shit.
It. I wanted to be elsewhere, and I
Yep,
was doing movies
exactly.
as a vehicle to sell more
Didn't wanna
tickets
be
for
there.
wrestling. That's okay.
You
but I
looked at it
wasn't
more as a
putting my
promotion
heart
for wrestling,
where it needed
though.
to be.
That's how
And
that
that was
should go.
in the character on the set and appreciating everybody's role in the process. What a great full circle moment Fast 9 is. I come on as a new person into a veteran locker room, and my role is big action. So I got to be patient. This is a moment to put a smile on my face, not only because I got invited into the family, but because I enjoyed the process. I wasn't being like, what's taking so long? And,
Yeah.
man, all this time to put these lights and this effect, I'll just fall down. I'll just do it. But then you realize, like, okay, do it again. Okay, do it again. And the 60th time you're going through a wall,
Jesus
that's why it's
Christ.
patient. So maybe you get it right the first time. This is a wonderful full circle
Damn,
moment.
that is a
You guys
lot to
chose
do
good
with. That's a
clips.
lot of takes. Oh no! Not when he was in party.
Weird today.
Hell no!
Oh, okay. Hi, Ken.
Merman.
The brewski beer.
Not Dua Lipa.
My bitch.
Nah, that's not a mermaid. That's merman.
Guy is thirsty. Anyway,
That is merman.
This is the second time I was able to act.
Again, bro, willing to be embarrassed, man. He don't mind not looking like the cool, badass action superhero, bro. He don't mind it,
Dua
bro.
Lipa. I hope she's doing well. I know she's watching this. How you doing? This is a mistake. I had
Miss
met a person
Dua.
at dinner who I was having an intimate moment with my wife with, and that
Whoa,
involved me
an intimate moment. What? Intimate moment. What was that?
who I was having an intimate moment with my wife with.
Intimate, huh? Intimate, moment, right? CENA wasn't just talking about when he was talking about the goddamn intimate scenes and shit. He wasn't just talking about the train wreck movie. He was talking about real life. Nah, I'm kidding. Hey, but look, I'm sorry, man. You know, I had the goddamn, my bad.
Who I was having an intimate moment with my wife with.
That's
And
kind of
that
crazy.
involved me
Hey,
communicating with them, but not in,
You know.
in my normal tact. And I was like, man, I want to do something nice for them. I'm going to pay for their dinner. It was a table that Margot Robbie was hosting, and I didn't even know it. And of course, I was fortunate enough to work with Margot on Suicide Squad. She is the absolute
oh yeah,
best.
sure did, yeah.
I literally,
Nah, she's a great she's let's just say we liked her. We liked her as Harley Quinn. Let's just say
Aspirational
that,
work ethic.
She
as well as like
she got it.
aspirational professional talent. It's the best, period. She just runs over. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even know you were here. I'm doing Barbie." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing Fast. We are literally across the street."
Imagine just yeah, I'm doing Fast. Oh yeah, you're doing goddamn Barbie. It is just like, yeah, I'm doing this big movie project. You're doing this one. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit crazy. That's
Like, you should come over and do Barbie.
movie star
Like,
talk
I
right
tried.
there.
You guys wouldn't have me. Listen, I'll do anything. The people she turns to are the people who are making the movie.
Oh
So, do we
yeah,
have
W
anything?
connection right there, man.
Like, yeah, it's going to be small. I said, I'll do anything.
I'm
It's
gonna be on the
not, I'll
big
do
screen
anything,
though,
but
right?
It has to be the lead.
Yeah,
I believe in your project. I
gonna
think
do
it's going
that.
to be cool. If I can help you in any way, I would love to. And then they're like, okay, but the small thing is, you're going to be a super tan merman in a wig, and you got to sing to Dua Lipa.
Merman, baby.
Okay, I'll do it. The serendipitous moment of life just laying opportunity in your lap. I call it putting a door in front of a window. So many times we can put a door in front of a window. I shouldn't do this because, well, the schedules will never work. That's bullshit. Let's talk it out first. It goes against how people see me. Who cares? What's the worst that can happen? I like to think about what can go right, and I like to think about how can we get it done. And this was an instance where a lot of folks
Different
were like,
approach type shit.
I don't know if that's a good look, but it's something I wanted to do. And I think in those moments, I trust and rely and love on the people around me. But I always
Sorry,
listen
checking
to
audio.
my instinct as well. And
I always
gosh,
gotta check, man. Just
I
give
wanted
out
to be a part of
anytime.
it. Thank you, Margot. Thanks for everybody.
Margot!
It's just not Margot's fault. There's so many
Paula.
people who are involved in making the schedule work. Thank you, Fast, for allowing me to walk across the street and put on the merman tail. That was awesome as well.
Could you imagine going from being the fucking ruthless badass freaking card flying freaking rugged and rough and freaking fighting freaking action killer movie killer instinct type freaking dominant guy to a freaking merman. A merman playing on his little guitar singing and shit and sitting in his goddamn clam over in the seas. Bro, that's freaking crazy. Gonna show you how, bro. It's crazy when you an actor, bro. You could literally be like going from being tough as fuck to being the most unserious person ever. It's
But
crazy.
also, Greta and Barbie, they were surgical. We did all this in like 2 hours. And they got me out and got me on, and I worked the rest of the day on Fast. I mean, it was great. Ask yourself what can go right instead of what can go wrong sometimes.
Damn, man. It's just changing up that mindset, man. Changing that perspective on shit.
We're not okay.
Oh, this movie
Right,
coming
if we
out
fall
now.
into the wrong hands. Best case scenario, they use us as a political football. Worst case scenario is they make an example of us. Now put that down.
Oh,
The
no.
last guy who threw a shoe at a sitting president.
This is a scene between Idris and I where I try to always never be the smartest guy in the room. This character is the smartest guy in the room. He's had success and fluency in one lane, and he thinks that
President
that's
v.
success,
president.
wisdom, and fluency.
Well, president
carries
versus
over in
prime
all
minister.
lanes. Again, like, oh, where did you have to dig for from this? You don't. Like, step on set every day and be like, I'm the smartest guy in the room. And do it with a swagger and confidence that's not cocky and not condescending and wanting to bring people together. But, like, I know how this works out, bud. Don't worry about it. All right, great. Kudos to you. Watch the pro go to work. And Idris is so wonderful at being matter-of-fact, concise. His approach as a diplomat and as former MI6 is such a good yin and yang and makes for such a great buddy moment where, like, here, he's climbing up a
buddy
tree to
cop movie
save
shit.
me. And then at a safe distance, telling me I'm fucking stupid. And it works. And then I get so frustrated, I eventually, when the scene plays out, I shoot him away. And of course, he comes back to help me. So now I'm a person who's accomplished a lot in my life, and it's a scene where I have to ask for help and mean it. And I think those are important scenes, especially to knock the guy who thinks he's the smartest guy in the room down a peg. It's also a beginning of the camaraderie and friendship that this unlikely duo will share.
That's how that buddy movie works,
Idris has
man.
fun taking the piss out of me by dropping me on one and then watching me fall. And
I just thought about
he's
it,
got
though. You
one
know
up.
what, bro? Even if you gotta have an embarrassing scene, bro, at least you doing an embarrassing scene as somebody who's in great for freaking shape. I was about to say as somebody who's in great shape and got a hell of a physique, man, it probably ain't that bad to do them embarrassing scenes. To do them scenes where you can't be like I said, the big badass and shit. Bro, shoot, man. Even if you have an awkward sex and that's like your scene, hey, at least you doing it as somebody who's built, like, you know what I'm saying? At least you, it'd be like, hey, me with my shirt off look a lot better than you with your shirt off. Most people with their shirt off. Well, come on now.
Up on me that he can always go back to. It's a really cool.
It can't be too
And of
bad
course,
for you.
It's just a gag.
And it would be for somebody
the
else.
gag is one guy caught in the parachute, the other guy can save him. Watch the dude fall. Ha ha. Roll on snare. Everybody laugh. But I think when you get
Dun-dun.
two performers, especially somebody as skilled as Idris, together, and I get to let him shine. Man, he gives you so much. He'll like tee you up with stuff. The movie has
I'm just stupid for what I'm about to say.
man, he gives
The
you
jerk
so
off
much.
signal.
And, like, he let the stuff.
I'm sorry.
The movie
I'm just stupid.
was
I'm
a
stupid. I'm
byproduct of
sorry.
Our first run in.
I'm a YN. I still make stupid
And I
jokes.
think Peter Safran, one of the producers on this, was like, we need to see you guys together doing the same thing. I have an idea. And Heads of State was born.
Yeah. Are you ready to rumble?
But Letterman,
Oh, hell no.
what are you doing here?
Not
Preparing for
Goldberg.
your execution?
You don't think I have a chance?
Get real, Jimmy. Sinclair's extremely pissed off.
Goldberg!
Make an example out of it.
This is fantastic. And that's me in the background with the blonde flat top. This is a movie called Ready to Rumble, filmed about wrestling. And I'm out in California at this point because I can tell by my haircut, trying to make it as a wrestler.
No cap, because, bro, look at him, bro. He tried to have a look. What the fuck? Nah, that's funny how they both in this movie they talking about because they both retiring. I think Goldberg's having his last match this weekend, actually. And then CENA, you know, his retirement tour is at the end of this year. That'll be an emotional moment for me, man. You know, grew up on CENA, man. But hey, you know, it's one of those, what they be saying, don't be sad that it's over, be glad that it happened. Nah, nigga gonna be sad that it's over. I mean,
I'd started training. I was hitting way above my weight class because I was humbled very quickly and being like, I don't belong here. I was large in West Newbury, Massachusetts, but here in Southern California, where everybody comes to make a career out of this, I can no longer do this.
Nah, he had the
same
peach
revelation
fuzz
when I played
cut.
college football. Like,
Peach
I'm
fuzz
not ever
cut.
going pro. I started training to wrestle, and now I'm cast in a movie with wrestlers. I love this moment. And I look back on
And that's crazy that by that point in time, obviously, you know, he's not a big superstar yet, so he don't really stand out in that movie at all. That's the crazy thing. Except for the hair.
I'm an extra. And it has laid the groundwork for me that I'm not saying I don't have my frustrating days. I do. But I'm always respectful of, I say the word extra, because that's what they called me then. These are background players. Mm-hmm. Film a movie without this. Take all the background players out and just put the lead actors there. Mm-hmm. It is not the same movie. This goes back to my philosophy of no one does it alone. And every job is equally as important as the next because we can't.
But you could just be more valuable.
I love
the job,
the fact
you
that I
know,
was able
even though it's
to
group
do this.
effort.
This day sucked. It was long. You can play the clip. I'm just doing pec flies. So I'm basically doing an 8-hour chest workout. And I'm on camera. You know, like I'm in the back, but I'm trying my best. And 8 hours later, I go home. My upper body is just on fire. It was a lesson again in the way movies are made.
Imagine doing that all day.
I think I might like wrestling a little more than the movies at that point in my life. I'm finally getting to walk away. At that point, I was probably exhausted, but I got to do it. I try to lead with empathy. And boy,
damn, for real though, bro, doing this all day.
Background player that's tired.
Come on now. I just worked chest yesterday,
like.
actually, so you know.
So you can go up to him and let him know how much left we got in the day, or like, hey, we're moving on from the scene. Because that's, like I said, film it without him. It just don't look the same. I'm so grateful that you found this. It's awesome to see again. I don't look back on this with any shame. I don't mind watching it. It's one of those like, yo, I started in the mailroom type moments.
There you
I
go,
think it's
man.
really cool.
Everybody's got a journey, bro. It's not a straight line most of the time, bro. The story and career of John T.
That's my time, folks. See you later.
He gave him a lot of time, though. Now, hey, shit crazy. Anyway, man, if you watch it on YouTube as a video, not as a live stream. If you watch it on YouTube as a video, man, I shall see you in the next video, man. That was fun to watch. You know, everybody got their own unique journey, man. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Post the notification bell so that you know the second the video drop. And then the second the live stream gets started. You never know when I'm going to pop out with the live stream. At the end of the day, we're going to say this, what it is, and what it's going to be. This project, you continue to come out with the content visual bangers over and over again for you guys. Putting in the work, around time, and effort. Do what we need to do to get where we need to be to get to the top of the goddamn mountain because we going to be at the peak. You know what I'm saying? Watching everybody below us. Not to say that they're not, you know, on our level and all this stuff, but just to say that we gonna be at the top of the game, and that is the vibe that DJ's on.